Alright, this is the Tai Chi workout, the 9 moves that we do. If you have a mat, mats are comfortable, your feet kind of conform a little bit. You want to check your stance, feet about shoulder width apart. Alright, shoulders back. We're just going to practice our knee movements, lower body movements. You can step out as far as you want. Alright, just kind of keep your hands to your side. Take your knee over your toe. Come back. Your feet are you want your feet to kind of be parallel. Alright, so you're not stressing the joints. So knee out over the toe and back. Let's try it to the opposite side. Alright. Again, your feet are pointing about the same direction, so it's like it's parallel. So you're not stressing your joints. Take your knee out over your toe. You use this a lot. You want to do it properly. It'll strengthen your legs, it'll strengthen your abdomen, and it'll make your joints a little bit more tolerable. Alright, so here's the first one. Now what we're going to do on these is we're going to do 5 of these at what I call workout speed, which is what I'm doing when I'm training. But when I'm doing them by myself, the last 5 are going to be slower, and the purpose of doing them slower is so that you're getting the maximum amount of benefit through each degree of the move. So we're going to do 5 like this. Hands up in the middle, relaxed, shoulders relaxed, step out, knee over toe, hands are going out over your toe by the way, back as far as it's comfortable, 2, 3, you're making circles. It's like you're stirring 2 pots with your hands. 4. You'll find your balance is challenged every once in a while when you're doing this. That's okay. Now we're going to slow the last 5 down. Full breath and then out. Exhale as you're going out. Inhale as you're coming back. Push the breath out all the way. You might find as you're doing this, you go out with your hands parallel to the ground and then kind of turn them like you're doing breaststroke. Water. This last one we're going to slow down. Just think about every aspect of the move. Don't rush any aspect of it. Try and keep it coordinated with your lower body. Out over your toe. And back. And rest. Alright, to the opposite side. Just kind of always take a moment to kind of loosen your body a little bit, because you get the most out of this when you're allowing the energy that you're creating to do the work rather than tensing your muscles. So you kind of want to relax and let the move dictate how your muscles are operating. So your hands up, parallel to the ground. Step out in a semicircular fashion. Make sure your feet are kind of parallel. Knee out over toes. Back. It's more important than you breathe than that you're actually breathing with me, so breathe however it's natural, but if you can, push the air out and breathe in a full tank of air. Okay, we're going to slow it down now. Try and feel each bundle of muscles, each group of muscles that are working together. With your legs, knee out over toe. Every once in a while, if you can, if you feel confident in it, close your eyes through one move. It will really challenge your balance. Find your body body's making corrections all the way. You're operating by a sense other than sight. Alright, open your eyes. We're going to do one more after this, very slowly. Deep breath. Push it out. And rest. Alright. Second move, again our feet are pretty much in the same pattern, and when we go to the left we want to make sure our right foot is kind of parallel. It's parallel to our left. Our hands are about shoulder width apart. Check your stance. Your hands are about head width apart. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Relax into your stance and begin. All the way up, down. Keep your eyes forward. Come in close to your body, all the way up and down. If you want to, you can vary the sizes of the circles. Sometimes you can do a tight little circle like this. It's good for your concentration to keep the same pace. Or you can do a big, large circle like that. Alright. I'm going to start slowing it down now after this one. And you're right, this is a martial arts move. You can see it in the move. You can move into an attack or defense posture from this. Slowly. Rest. Alright. Out to the opposite side. Always before you take a move, you're kind of shaking off the last move and moving on to the next. For me, and when I think about my Bible, it's Isaiah 43:18. Behold, I'm doing a new thing now. You kind of leave that off. Because if you're thinking about this, you get into it for a while. You're thinking about, I didn't do that quite right, forget about that. Do the next one to your best of your ability. Check your stance, prepare, and begin. Keep your posture, your torso vertical, perpendicular to the ground. Don't lean. When you lean, you take away some of the use. If you need to, if you feel like you need to lean, shorten your step so that you're staying perpendicular to the ground. We're going to do one more at this speed and we'll slow it down. Nikki flies. There's critics everywhere. Coordinate each movement. As you're at the bottom of the movement with your hands, you should be at the lowest point in seating yourself in the move. You're as low as you can go over your toe without stressing yourself. Make sure your knee is going out over your toe, not to the side. One more. Alright. In this one, it looks like we're going side to side, and we are, but the bottom of our body is doing what we've been doing all along. You're not changing the way, you're not going contrary to how you were moving your legs before. So you're pushing a wall of water, And as you bring it in closer to your body while you're doing this, you'll work your abdominal muscles a little bit more. If you're out here, that's okay too. So when you're ready, we'll begin. Okay, we're not turning our body. We're just moving a wall of water back and forth. Just imagine your hands are pushing this wall of water right down here, coming up. You're coming out of the water. You're going back down. You're pushing it the other way. Why are we doing it this way? Because Mr. Miyagi says so. I had no idea. But you can feel it if you start doing this. All right, we're going to slow this down now. Body wants to be, you want to square your body to the front. Don't twist your body. The motion on the bottom is just shifting side to side, knee over toe. 3 more. Lost count, so maybe this is the last one. Well, we'll do one more. Dig down low. Stay close to your body. That bottom pinky, let it get as low as it can without bending over. There you go. Alright, so the next set of 3 moves. Again, we're doing the same thing with our lower body. We are stepping forward like we have been. Again, square your body. Make sure you're in your stance. Take a couple seconds just to relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. So our hands are up like this. We're getting a different range of motion. We're going in a cone. Almost, we're taking our arm in a circle on both sides like this. So we're starting in the front. Step out. Let your hands fall to your side, all the way back, all the way up. Watch how I'm turning my palms. You're going down, you get to the bottom, you're going up. You're tossing those hands lightly out, letting them fall to your side. Okay, we're going to slow these next ones down a little. When you're slowing things down, try to really coordinate with your lower body. Try and get them in synchronous. There's an old album by the Police, Synchronicity. Concentrate. Full range of motion. And you'll notice when you're doing these, this is very much, any one of these can morph into either a defensive or offensive martial arts posture. We're a little more, we get into the next set after this, we'll get into a little bit of that more. So stand up, check your stance, make sure you're perpendicular to the floor, hands up. Begin. Make sure your bottom foot, your back foot is parallel, so you're not stressing your knee on the outside or the inside. this one, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Just lightly tossing your hands out into the future, letting them fall to your side. Bringing it full circle. Try and synchronize with the bottom part of your body. We're starting to come up. We're in our full up position. If you've hurt part of your body and you can't do the whole range of motion, that's okay. Go as far as you can. Don't go until you have pain, but go right up to that point. And rest. Alright. This, again, the bottom part of your body is doing the same thing, but the upper part, we're expelling all of our air. And we're coming up and taking a deep breath. We're expanding our lungs, our shoulders as far as we can. So check your stance, relax your shoulders. Alright, your hands should be out to the side like this. Begin. Outside arm over inside arm, as close to your body as possible. Don't be afraid to be a little graceful, it's a good thing. You know, that's why they made junior high football players take ballet, so we'd be graceful when we fell down. This is a lot like that other move. You'll feel it in your lower abdomen. As you contract the muscles, get close to your body, kind of giving yourself a hug, express that air all the way out. We'll slow it down after this. Knee over toe. You're sinking into it, you're not leaning over. Try not to lean over. Leaning over just a little bit. Keep your body vertical, sink into it. There we go. That's better. Should be out of air about now. One more. Alright, now, my knee was cracking a little bit, so that's what that says to me is, take it easy on your knee today, so I'm going to step out a little bit less. Feel this foam here. Don't bother me. You're doing Tai Chi right now. Ancient Scottish, right. Alright, so, if you find that your knee feels pain, rather than stepping out a full step, do it a half step. So that's what I'm going to do on this one, just see how that reacts. Get up in your stance, roll your shoulders back a couple times, get them loose. Make sure your arms are properly at your side, seated in Iron Horse stance, hands out, and again, outside arm over the inside arm. Slow it down now. Thoughtfully sink into this. You know when you've done the move right. You'll be checking your stance and posture, making sure you're facing square to the front. Knees out over your toe. Last one. Give yourself a hug. That's good. And back. Alright. The third one of the second set. Again, we're doing this movement with our knees, but we're not putting a step forward. So it's kind of good. It gives our knees a little bit of a break and our muscles a little bit of a break. So we're going knee over toe in front of us. Relax into your stance as close as you can to your body. You have an imaginary ball. It can be a beach ball, it can be a soft ball, whatever you want it to be. And then you'll take it out over to the left side. Reach out there as far as you can, grab that ball, bring it back in. Go over to the other side, don't twist your body. Bring that ball back under. You'll feel it's moving those lower abdominals. Just concentrate on your form, go as fast or as slow as you need to. Usually do about 10 of these. I want to twist the ball over on one side, twist the ball over on the other, kind of throw it out there a little bit, catch it. Alright, slow it down. Concentrate on your move. You've got an imaginary ball in your hand. You're trying to keep it more or less in control. You're defying some laws of gravity and centrifugal force, but that's okay because it's imaginary. Right. Ball in. Slow. We're going to do 2 more. Slow. One more time. Close to your body. Keep it close. Up and rest. Alright, this is the last 3. The work that we're doing with the next 2 moves, the final move, it'll be kind of like we were standing in place, but these will both be like this. And what we're doing, these will look more like martial arts moves. This is actually a 2-handed block, and you want to make sure you're relaxing your stance, kind of partially like you've got an imaginary stool right up against your butt, relaxing into it. Shoulders back. Alright. Fists to your side. Nope, sorry, wrong one. Out front. This is the 2-handed block. So step out into that. Don't lean your body. Step into it. Stay vertical. Perpendicular. Knee over toe. Your hands are like on a semicircular track coming back into the same place. Go out as far as it's comfortable. Stress your limit a little bit. Now, I want you to watch what I'm doing here, Terry. Got my hands vertical. They stay vertical the whole time. I'm blocking at any time. If I had a punch coming in, I'd be able to block from either side. And now we're going to do 5 a little slower. You have to be mindful to slow things down like that. Watch what it's doing each step of the way. You'll feel it a little bit differently each step. Alright. So we're doing the same thing to the opposite side. and the routine is always, we always begin the same way. Relax, shoulders back, Knees up. Knee over toe. If you haven't done stuff like this for a while, it's okay to make that step a little shallow. If you've been doing it for a while, you can step out. If you're feeling pain in your knee, you've gone too far, back it up a little. And we're going to slow these down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. The next are punches. They can be thrown as punches or blocks. I'm going to show you both ways. The way, and just watch me on this one. The first one is the punch. I can step out and throw a punch like this, but I can also, from this position, I can throw an outside block or an inside block. So we're going to mix them up a little bit. I'll do two or three of each. So up to your side, check your stance, relax, step out, and punch, punch, punch. Watch how you roll your punch into it. It's tucked into your side. By the time it gets out front, those two knuckles are connecting to the target, whatever that is. I have to get a punching bag over here so we can practice it. We're going to slow it down, and I'm going to change it. I'm doing an outside block. I'm doing the same basic movements with my hands, and I'm working another set of muscles. Now slow it down. We go back to a punch. And one final block. By this time in the workout, you should be feeling this in your thighs. Okay, I know I am, and I've been doing this for a while. All right, to the opposite side. Stance, relax, shoulders back, ready. Knee over toe. 3. Make sure your feet are parallel, so you're not stressing your knees. Alright. Block. 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 Slow down. Last one. Okay, we're to the final move, which, you know, as much as I've disciplined myself to enjoy this, I still feel a lot like Muhammad Ali. He said, I hated every minute of training. We need to be honest enough about our self-discipline or lack thereof to recognize that it's okay not to like doing it, but if you want the benefits, you have to do it. So this part is the most, we're standing still, and we'll be kind of taking knee over toe, but we'll not be moving forward. This is probably the most meditative move. So we relax our shoulders, our hands are like this, and we're doing the move. We're going out all the way to one side, our hands parallel in the middle, go out to the opposite side. I'm going to do all of this kind of slowly. Just relax your breathing while you're doing this. You know, people are they so misconstrue Tai Chi. It's not about taking someone else's energy. It's about finding the energy that God has put inside of you and the design that He's put that energy in and optimizing that. So it is about energy. It's about finding it, discovering how to best control it, and then using it to improve every aspect of your life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. There are benefits, not only long life, but quality of life. And just think through these last 3 or 4 that we do. Go slowly. If you can and you're comfortable, close your eyes. Try and synchronize the lower body with the upper body. In the middle, you should be weight about on both sides. You should get over to the opposite side. Your weight is shifted. I'm going to do one more after this. Do this quietly. Watch the synchronizing. Thank you very much, Terry, the only one who showed up today. God bless you all. Come next week.